Currently me pacho. Ultimia Babadi Abra Facebook and Kwame Obi Nartey on Facebook. My your Facebook live into why would tell me be Abra. Now yanko substantive issue no so. We have a very pressing issue. Emergency. I see it to be the home come up. Na answer no memo. Me opening statement and after opening remark and opening researcher my who said and katite no one time to Nigerian songs debi obeti about akodi obeti Sini Thompson obeti Daughters obeti Tego Sisters obeti Yaw Sapon obeti Nana Wasare. You hear a lot of Ghanaian songs in the system, a lot be bio febia okrome biano e Ghana nyum those days no oh kwati sa nyum no we. All the songs we were hearing were Ghanaian made songs. Me pacho, Eban sang, and at those days, no, we didn't get these infiltrations into our system. Maybe so, Eban sang, and at those days, no, we didn't get the infiltration. And ne, the Fabia, most of the gospel radio stations, most of the gospel platforms, most of the gospel bloggers, gospel bloggers. And now me catch on myself, me call blog this one. I see more of Nigerian content. Me catch on me can I be a friend of Sister Gina. Some Nigerian phone new bloggers. Into mo Ghana for no money blogging. Into no mo Nigeria for the mom. What do you mean? Hey, where you man I don't judge you. You man mo ya no judge you. Hey, let me state unapologetically to you. Say, ye ka man wo mo encourage gospel bloggers no me Kwame Obi Nartey me ka ho. Majority of you know, I encourage you to pursue this course. How many times I maybe some say mommy? How many times? No, I'm not like that. But I expect that you have the Ghanaian gospel music industry at heart. Because too many times so, we are getting so many Nigerian contents on our music front. Trickling down to event organizers, churches, and sorry your program now. Now Nigeria need a headline your program, Ghanaian event, Ghanaian conference, Ghanaian convention. Now Nigeria need a head your program. No malice. But I think it's time we have to protect our own. I think it's time we have to protect our own and preserve our territories when it comes to music, gospel, precise. Because maybe so, about the saying, and I had the how come our songs are not thriving there, but Nigerian songs are thriving here? How come? About the saying, maybe I told you, Dana. And now Ghana for you no nyansa bi anim. Ghana for gospel no sunsun bi anim. And now wo montro no wo dim tro ye. And now production nye. And now say ye radio presenter to dey promote you mo. Me pa cha oba page ni so anu a share. Oba aye Kwame Obi Nartey on Facebook oba so anu a share. Eni braba. Because I don't know too much. You too much. Me pacho enkofa Jometo Dina Samwa who name them Joyce Blessing entry Empress Rose J. Wamuni me pacho wamunyu no enya yen kan chom so mo sese. Samo jini se omunyu no enye enti na mo de bia mo consume Nigerian production. Mo kan yesese. But I'm using Nigeria as a case because one more than a door super. And if you enter our churches, watch na Sunday, me pacho, okwa soria, fa pen ni paper. Fa pen ni paper. Tie praise and worship leader ni ye. Okwa, fa pen ni paper. Me see, tie praise and worship leader ni ye. 90% of the worship songs in Nigeria. 90%. Why? Is it that they are doing what they are doing well? And I hear the wood me besides some more. I know we are for me. A bro are joining churches, so me here on the backlash that they have been able to dominate our circles from head to toe. Why are we unable to get into their space? This is my question. I don't have a problem there coming here, but why is it that we are unable to get into their space? Are they doing something deliberate to prevent the Ghanaian songs from getting into their space? But we have their songs here each and every day on our blogs, on our portals, on our radio stations, everywhere we find ourselves, me patrol, and Nigerian gospel content. And I got for Ademi Amodia Wedinjo. Is it that Mom Pamodia? You don't like your own? I was had no. Say Ghana Nibia, there's a Ghana for them pet. Or pay be a free China, or pay be a free Afghanistan, or pay a UK and America. But Ghana need the end party. One pay. Wabaya no seno. What teaching no money they not conform. But patrol, I say we must plug to their country digitally. Now, sad digital no there. About the same up to now, with all the internet gurus, we have not been able to plug into their system. Are you telling me, sir, the likes of Jometo, Celestine Donko are able to plug into their system? But how come when they plug into our system, they're able to reach the numbers? Nancy Obikachem said Judy K was one of the most listened to persons. Judy K were a Nigerian artist because your bloggers need push you more. Your radio stations need push you more. Your event organizers need invite you more. And you have left our Ghanaian artists, and here will come and complain again. You jaw man. Na ya bani e be complain say womunya de womunya we. How many of you are most supporting Ghanaian gospel music? Me pacho ufie aduane nya da udi ni sa o ma me aduane nya da kwa de untuntri onfa wonsa benkum anche weje fie. Why have we allowed ourselves to be manipulated? I've seen all your messages. I'll read them. Every Ghana for you no, and I say, I day. Ghana for you na day. Whoa. Meka mo jibdo guy Ghana Christopher na mo ya nyachum kwado mo nyachum no doso mo nyachum no edoso se asamba na yakam mo mpese mo betie da asamba na yakam ana wo bi dia san wote meanwhile these same issues are eating us up and is destroying the fiber of our gospel industry. Okay, come back so giant. Hey, and the Nigerians are spiritual and they are prayerful. Me pacho, only amushadam wana. Can't we also advocate for people to be spiritual and prayerful? Can't we encourage them to do so? Why can't we protect our own and improve and upgrade them? But rather we seek to go and bring foreign content into our system. Why are we bringing foreign content into our system? And now you're a programmer, or the Magana say a gospel top programmer. Ube headline Nathaniel Bassi, headline Sinach, headline Messi Chiwo, headline Priyo Dede, headline Pospachuo, headline Dusing Onyekan, headline Anyway, Samsung, headline. All the headlines are from Nigeria. All of them. Event organizers, we must be deliberate. Gospel industry, we must be deliberate about this to make sure we consume what we have. And if we are going to consume what we have, then we have power to tell them what we want. This is what I'm talking about. Kwame, if we are supposed to protect what we have and consume it, then we have the power to determine what they produce. Because say I say any attack, but we are protecting our own and our space. Because for far too long, there has been so many bites and pizza biting of our music industry. And I say secular for because the award Grammy Benna boy, but I didn't talk about Ghana, a headline issue, but I didn't talk about Nigeria winning award. No, that it has become an issue here in Ghana. Are we serious? Are we serious as a people? Yeah, serious. And that is why I don't even, they are more aggressive. But it's time for us to also understand and find strategies of also celebrating our own, playing our own, enjoying our own. Then we have the powers, we have the authority to say that matter. Where are we? And this is the way to go. Don't give me say, oh, there are people here in Ghana who can equally stand up to the standard and do it well. It is for us to encourage them and show them the right way. Now, Ghana gospel music. Ghana gospel music must rise again. Nevertheless, it will take, say, Rebecca said, no, this is the way to go. This is the agenda. When they say, when they say the same, when they say a boy, we will not allow infiltrations. Enough of the infiltrations of foreign content in our gospel circles. Enough of it. It's becoming too much. And you see, a banner sign, even our own people get discouraged. They are unable to stand because once I have some standard among, we want our standards. We want Jometo to be our standard. We don't want Natanabazi to be a standard. Koda Waho, Pastor Edwin Waho, there are people there who we should look up to. All they need is that we will encourage and support them and play their music more. This is what I'm talking about. When you say it's supposed to be done deliberate because Mimi himself would be deliberate. Mimi himself or deliberate. Because any deliberate, you can't tell me say the likes of emoji money at the idea and to me making hit our Nigeria. Oh, be lifted above. Sign way we are still for the. But tell me, how many invitations are we from Nigeria? And Nigeria be new man. First it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. My worship is my way upon. And by this time, and we know over 10,000 invitations. A whole Nigeria, one of the biggest programs, one of the biggest concerts in the world experience. Me pacho, apart from Sonny Badu, our concert program is soon. On the class 2 times today. How many Ghanaians have been invited on that platform? We are close neighbors. We are close neighbors to Nigeria, but a more year experience now. How many Ghanaians are invited? But yeah, ha. From Tino Mamba, me say we have to have an agenda to consume our own the more. That is what I'm talking about. Yes. Messages to your dorsum, messages to the banner, but making kind of, I'll read all your messages. Don't worry at all. Making kind of, Mamania, Copen, you say, Kwame, you'll be not in Ibraba. Where emergency you? Because, I said, after cover the Ebeko, cover the Ebeko, cover the Ebeko is here. And to cover the Ebeko, how are we going to push our own Ghanaian artists gospel? How? We have to find a way of protecting our territories. There should be a percentage of Nigerian content that should be on our radios, on our televisions. As for social media, I don't mean you're uncontrollable. And then you can't do anything about it. But you see, there should be a deliberate system to encourage bloggers, because they say, no, the acquire social media to also understand, say, we are doing it for our motherland, Ghana. You are first a Ghanaian before you are a Christian. When become children. You are first a Ghanaian. Ghana, sorry, your programmer. Ghana, sorry, your programmer. Near Jab Praise and Worship Leaders not to change. Near Jab Momutunum not to change. About the big program there. Near Sideline, near Kofo before Flabba. So on number headline church program. Now we put out to home. So how do you expect these people to meet into? I want to go to meet these standards. How? Tell me. How do you expect, John? How do they expect? And sorry now, your programmer, no foreign artists. How do you expect that your praise and worship leader will meet up to that standard? Tell me, catch me. One of our greatest problems in this country is that our churches do not support our products. When I automatical, my family can run abono. One of our greatest problems, one of our greatest problems in Ghana with respect to gospel music is that the churches are not supportive. The churches are not investing into the talents in the church. They are not. A clear example, Pastor Chris. I'll use him as an example. Any day, anytime. Look at the number of artists Pastor Chris Erezi. Look at them. The number of artists who move resume. Ghana Hame Pacho. I saw the benefit people say, you raise artists by 10, and now 12, and now 13, and now 14. Open 2 hour more international standard. Tell me. Snatch our American billboard. Solid 2 weeks. You think it's easy to be on American billboard? Because a pastor has seen the talent and they are investing into it. I had a young few. I saw for me pamcho tie. And now but I think you also have to do this deliberately. Me say I saw for no tie. And now show. But I think it is time we do this thing deliberately. Say, Obama Church ICGC. Na bia who say Nat Abbey, and now Pastor Edwin, and now Gwe Eyoguda. The church has to deliberately invest into the person and make sure the person becomes an international standard. Oh, call America for no cop. Oh, call a friend say UK for no copy. Oh, call South Africa for no copy. And yes, I will call Hope and one friend. Oh, call a Bojas and one friend. Oh, call Tamale and friend. But what to call? Oh, for no call. How would he get the exposure foreign artists no one be? Senya Sofu be and exposing the gospel artists. How would you see them? How did you get to know about Snatch? How did you get to know about Nathaniel Bassi? How did you get to know about Peter whatever? How did you get to know about them? Because a pastor deliberately gave them platforms to sing and shine and invested into them. But here we are. Pastors need you among Kwame or more job with Bushia. Pastor ni baba wanyashi wa soro so no de otwika kama o hyechu kama praise and worship be that wode the moja eto ama asoro no ko hwe ni shu ko hwe de ni bi ewodi. And you see the same people will turn around and tell us we are not up to the standard. How do we become the standard if you are not supporting? How? Asofo no And then I said, but as I didn't me share abesi her because she me share the number of products at every Christ embassy. Now me share the number of products at every Hannah and Koye Kwame. And I'll speak the truth. No fear of ever. Churches in Ghana by this time should be having record label deliberately, well used, advisedly, deliberately. Get record labels, churches. Talents now what church no, because these are the same talents who are going out there to become secular artists because they are not getting the support. I will say it today, I'll say it tomorrow, I'll say it forever. They are not getting the support. So what do you expect them to do? They will go and play in the clubs, they will go and play in the hotels, they will go and play outside because they are not getting the support that they require. What should we talk about again? The bedrock and the foundation of the gospel music industry lies at the beacon of the church. Truth be told, you have a deliberate responsibility to support Ghana gospel music because you have the numbers. A clear example is the Church of Pentecost. Look at the number in the Church of Pentecost. Moshe numbers no. Can you compare? Me pacho. Apart from Diana Hamilton, I say you didn't say a banner a Pentecost your body dia why you? I know people in Pentecost who are struggling to even produce one song. One song. Why have you left us to the mercy of the environment? And later you turn and come and tell us that we are not up to the standard. We are not doing the right things. Who should father us for you to celebrate us? Why you see why some of the artists sometimes don't even want to associate themselves with the churches? Because enough investment has not been made. And this is why we are having this influx at this time. This is part of the problem. Because there's no support base. Now, my maker be chamo. And they do all kinds of music, you know, because they don't have guidelines. Most of our gospel artists don't have fathers to speak to them, to examine their content. I'm telling you on authority, 80% of the songs that you hear from Nigeria are written by pastors. So I am Musha Musamon, so Musamon, I am Muja. Aye. Cause you tell Mamma so they be and the sermons, Musha Samon, so my baby. But I'm putting it at your doorstep today. This afternoon, say the church has a responsibility of supporting gospel artists here in Ghana so that we'll be able to meet the standard. Let's consume our own. Me say, let us consume our own. Yenja is saying you should even know. You better program and you for foreigners about. Meanwhile, you want who can equally sing better and even better than those who are brought. Ghana gospel must rise again, and before it will rise, it will take some of us to deliberately push this agenda of us consuming our own. Let us domesticate our gospel here in Ghana. Let us domesticate it. Yendi ya diano sa se na chene bedi ni sa yendi no ni akoso yendi ni adimpuntu obem yendi ni achewu do monye yendi ni aton sa ye paya sa. You know why the foreign countries have powerful currencies? Because they were spending their money their way and they give respect to it. And then we don't even have a culture. Yes, shall be brandly because all our gospel artists want to survive. Yes. So anyum na a survivor. Anyum no a survivor. Empty na disposable no because openyuma obi anybody now no afanu akoto. That is all. Because the bedrock, the father, the mother of the artist, which is the church anyhow. Imagine if every member of the Church of Pentecost one city, John, one city, say Church of Pentecost to be a dine and 1 city dana benya say ICDC to Gabi aquanium 1 city Gabi benya say action to Kofi Kakari and now ella nyum 1 city ella ni Kofi benya say Royal House to emoji and now Kofi and now pa anyum 1 city 50 pesos wo mu benya say. This is one of the major reasons ene yentimi en celebrity here no, because other ones no omashomo they have invested into them and now they have taken over the system. Look through your phones, look through your playlist and compare the number of gospel songs here in Ghana to the number of foreign gospel songs you have. Compare them. Compare. Okay. I have about 100 something messages to read. I'll read them. I'll read them. Making kind of now. But as some me can say, Ghana gospel gatekeepers, Ghana gospel industry players, Ghana gospel radio presenters, Ghana gospel bloggers, let us deliberately push our Ghanaian artists to the top. Sasuban we ayaka. Papa bi wo fie ho a ne mane de onhwe mo so ohwe abontin force. That is how we are. The fear for brepa so piano man fans. That is how we are. But it is time for us to celebrate our own. It's time for us to invest into our own. And then you see, because we don't have the investment power, we don't have the correctional power. Until now you have the likes of sad gospel artists here because there is nobody who is investing, so you cannot tell them what to do. They will do what they want to do because they have to survive. Disposable no. But say oh papa bia oye nyum ni wi a oh papa nyame enyum we ebayo oh okay ana no preach ana me bom pai na me nyum oh we our bible nim scripture we wow what the production artist no so ono so oh no enyum we you we film e do so do for we share that is what we call support. It is not monetary. Producers no so say I just got some too much more this kind of you are not helping, you are producing rubbish. Producers no bedroom so and the bar artists the bar you have to make sure say they are doing the right thing, because whatever they produce no it is your image. Koda Sha Nasi Kewa Kwame. Talk to your people. Talk to your people. Say when the artists come and their songs are not good, their voices are not good, don't record them. There must be a holistic agenda to make sure say the system becomes a better one. Now maybe I know some me be a crying more sense and money. Some of them make a when the song is not good, I'll tell you song no, and yet consumable. When the song is not good, I will tell you in the face and you way and yet consumable. Because production no man in the year. Producers, sound engineers must upgrade kakra, more upgrading me home. Now when you're creative, no more than you bar. Your input must be felt in the song. Your input must be felt in the song. Tell producers, it's not just about the money. Oba no I just cannot change na man we jan ho. Oba no I just cannot change we no kon. That's all they do. They don't do anything. Oh, Jana box to the other side to the back as way. Drama beji 500, guitar is beji 250. Bass scanner no moju. When you get there, the first thing they tell you is to give you the rep of money on beji films them. And first Kwame Jedukan. Also, just yesterday, Dambasi and I were discussing this subject about production. However, this is a side to this part of the story, Mr. Speaker. And it's so true. When they enter into the production house, all the people think about is that meanwhile, you are supposed to ascertain, you are supposed to look at the song, go review the song, share arrangement, the voice, me ya now, and yeah, madam, koya voice training, and now memo, me recommend you, no koya voice training, and son, because what the people bring out is a reflection of you. And to say, you bana, and you basakewa, oh, ya basa. And you bana sha, and you nya sha, oh, ya basa. And you bana who a friend said, Pabite, and you nya who Pabite, oh, ya basa. Whoever you are as an engineer, say because what you are is what you produce. Me concept page for I'll read your message, but let me do this one. Radio presenters, bloggers, with my mom 2 minutes pay. One more than you ba. Payola ninti, come soon. To be down here. Come depois. Come and depois. And tell you the buyer or Jim no they shame no a twinum no or Bob Aquan with a video no they say no. Hey, tia me born you no and you no de or bonus had any pump on bium. Toshum. Instead of you telling the person say Bassa and you may that boy and yet or your boss bonus fine. I need a different conversation. But Oba insists to say, and you go and do the song again. You know, I know nobody said, but the question is, if they will only patronize it, we can't just plug digital into digitally if our content and songs are not good. You have a point. Brandy, you have a point. The songs must be good. But that's what I'm saying. If we don't consume the songs and tell them what you want, how would they do the right things? Gospel presenters, me pacho, and you be bold enough and tell the person the song is not good. Me can't say young up and coming for the omunyum bano. Oman fambo. But penny for the moment, the omunyum ebrem se minti. Penny for ebe drive you in the fear, the V8 no the be pakawa. So obi, see you no. Wisdom. Sa up and coming for me. See me do muchia. Wisdom. Ye. Other tron pe bi mu kwa mu try and come the be so obi. We nice. Okay. Is it nya finyamio? Is it okay? How do we answer na ko studio or kwa kutwadwom no. But up and coming for mu the munya adwom na se mini be bia mu ko se obi na asoma mu so obi na di muchi o se mu ko hiu prum no be studio ho. Pra no akwaya ba. Or say you don't support me. How do I support rubbish? Yes. How do I support rubbish? Because the audio and rubbish and nonsense feed him and empty a bit. What will beat and Abraham say member? Where's the kind encouraging? Catch them say seek consultation. These things are allowing other content to enter into our system because our content is weak, our production is weak, promotion there can promotion Kwame or they want go 3,000 family and you basa mano or the brand no amount 200 say promote mano 200 dey promotion 200 cedis dey promotion what the promotion as here ana enchechemu na enim ho safe page for me ba. Oh, promotion mo nti asiana. Hey, promotion no intensive. See even production when man come to. No matter how good the song is, if it is not well promoted, it will not make a hit. No matter how good you are, how champion you are, if your song is not well promoted, you will not make any significant impact in the industry. Come to, even in your ministry. Nigeria for no Pemi sobe no, yase gospel bloggers no, omu trouble ye pa. Enti Ghana for anyum to for no so, muso sort bloggers out kakra, no muso mun project mo. I hear na mode mom, I hear 100 50 no mode mom enti munye. Muso mun chakakra mun chia. Ye pay, ye sum ye pay. Ni shi wacho. Ampa Ghana gospel artists for mun say one thing. You can waka. Do enyo bia, but majority say one thing. Ni shi wacho. Ka feri anye. Ya de mama mu ni aye. No nyawa sama wo de ko chase na gospel artists be ko chase no si do atem. Mewa ukun aye n'adwuma no o appreciate back say da. Fa phone pona ka so me da siminia o da misha o de G50 we na photo nshu G100 we photo nshu say. But because you don't appreciate these apparatuses here, say push here and also almost because they want to survive, they will go for the Nigerian product and post them. All of us are part of the problem, and we all have to rectify it from today. From today, we have to rectify it from today. But that's it. And we see. Why you not me?
If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, the enemy would have consumed us. But thank God for his grace and mercy that has preserved us. And so our song is simple. It's a sinner. What shall I render
to you, my king? Or are you down for
me? Yes. Your mercy and your kindness. Oh Lord, I'm grateful. I sit down.
Let me take some time and read some of your messages. Our industry is full of sycophants. The system is not working at all. Fire them. A branch here, Kwesi Jemfi. However, I believe we must also do our homework. Our content, to be frank, sometimes when you listen to the words they put together, is just some way. I believe we must also set up, let's spend time in our closets after prayer and put some critical thinking into our craft. Good one there. Pastor Jonas was saying, collaborating with foreign acts have good sides. Okay. Oh, Obi, the passion with which you are speaking, one day Ghana will remember you for this. Yeah, posterity will judge all of us one day. You see, we Ghanaians now see the music industry as competition. They are all jealous of themselves, of who is on top and who is of that and that. But Nigeria, what I have learned is they are united and support each other, also understand times and seasons. Ghana, we need to sit up. We are allowing foreigners make use of our culture. Just see or look at the recent song of Benjamin Dube Onyamiye, and trust me, he's making lots out of it. It is well. God bless you, Pastor Obi. Hey, what can I say more? David T. Mensa. What can I say more? Ghana for support. Say I want support too. Ghana ni. Say what who you need to oil? Oh, chema koto foreign way. Who's a Ghana ni page when you we chemo ko. But when him say Nigeria for mundi mubia, they eat their own rice. When him say, yes. Kojo Osaibonsu, we have very good upcoming musicians like Abna Bwedua, Che Mensa, Philip Ajale, Jacqueline Oforiwa, Luigi McLean, and the likes. Let's support them. You have a point as well. Yep. You try to do something different. They're the same people who will criticize you or by fear. Kwame say, I love you too. Olivia, Mab 90 was a big ups, so big ups to you too. Interesting comments there. I didn't comment to those who comment to do. Meba. Let me go and read some on Facebook. Facebook comments. Now,